Welcome back to the Modern Fossil. We gotta get into this immediately! Right! Well, what's going on with my situation?
The killer. It looks like he got away again. 30 minutes. We can't find her in that time.
Report!
Is that Mr. Edgeworth?
We don't have time, just spit it out!
Right. Well, it looks like we dismissed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident and has rushed to get away.
A few things.
Can we use any of them as evidence?
Oh, I thought you'd ask, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really?
That's odd. Any items that like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped his stuff and ran.
What?
Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now.
Sounds bad. Hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this.
With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me!
Alright, just get here in one piece.
I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light.
Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something... maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this.
What the fuck? What the hell?
Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe! Answer me!
No. No one can stop me. Yo, no, fuck off. No. No! Actually, no.
Oh!
Why? No!
No!
What has happened? No! No, no!
No!
What happened?
Sounded like he had an accident.
No!
I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
What was he thinking?
We've got to hurry and call for help.
But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken. I mean, he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No, we can't let that happen!
If there is a way, we can find out where he is, and we stand a chance.
Why? Why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment?
If only. There was a way to find him.
I think there is, because he has
That's right, there is a way.
What? How?
I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this!
the transceiver, right? He has the other one, right? Isn't it 2 or something like that? Or no. His because he with the sweeper, whatever, or what? What is it exactly?
Why are you beating up funds this good at a time like... Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have.
Francisca. Does she even want to help us? Edgeworth,
What is it?
I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, defense attorney, Phoenix Wright, chooses death.
Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
Verdict.
Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. It was a phone call for you, sir. I said it was extremely urgent. I'm probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do.
In the next
5 episodes, 5 minutes is Jesus,
in
man.
the next episode.
Dude.
It's weird. Like, does Phoenix only show up on screen when he's in court?
Yes. Well, because it's a first-person perspective, like otherwise.
Right.
If you didn't get that, Franziska has a bug on Gumshoe. You remember that? Franziska has a tracker on Gumshoe, so that every time like we hear the beeping noise that Gumshoe like freaks out about, that's when Franziska shows up. Yeah.
Right. Have they acknowledged that?
Twice.
Okay.
I've acknowledged that they did that doing Turnabout Big Top.
So this has been going on for multiple cases?
Yes, it's been going on for multiple cases. I don't know how you...
No, I
recognizing this.
No, I like remember, but have they like specifically said like he's bugged?
Yes.
Or has it been like, what the hell is that?
Yes.
Okay, right. Because
well, Franziska admitted that she has a bug on Gumshoe.
Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, you all know.
I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth?
But it's... it's nothing, you all know.
What's wrong with Edgeworth? Looks like something unexpected just happened to him.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impax's suicide note?
Yes, you all know. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery.
What?
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This note was not written by Miss Impax herself. It is a fake.
Order, Mr. Edgeworth. Would you care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Miss Impax, then who wrote it?
We need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Von Kurita.
Mr. Kurita? Well. It looks like Miss Impax never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about On Guard.
However, Your Honor, even though the suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. On Guard could not have known that. And so the fact remained unchanged. Acted upon under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it.
That does sound very plausible.
This theory that On Guard had no idea that the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it.
That he didn't know it was fake?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he didn't know it was fake.
Well, no, we're saying that he did know it was fake.
Oh, that he did know.
Yeah. Well, how would he know that it was fake?
Well, because her suicide note wasn't found at the scene of the crime.
Yes, it was. It was in the bear.
No,
the bear was at the scene of the crime.
Well, I meant
grave.
at her suicide. It wasn't there.
Oh, we're not talking about this. Well, yeah, but the suicide note is forever. It's on a piece of paper. You can find a piece of paper whenever.
Right. Okay, so we're saying something seems a little wrong with
Matt On Guard not knowing that the suicide note was fake.
Not knowing. Oh, because it implicates him in all these these misdeeds. He obviously wouldn't want to be implicated in that.
No. You're very much overthinking this. How would he know that the suicide note is fake? Kind of like he knows what everybody is saying. Why would he know? Or how would he know what people are saying?
Oh, because he killed her.
No! You're overthinking this. We're talking about this incident right now, the present, not what happened 6 months ago.
Oh, because of the camera.
There we go, Jesus.
The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. Engarde to have known it was a fake.
To not have known it was a fake.
To not have known it was a fake.
What is this little item called again?
A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but...
Oh, that's right, a camera. Oh, you kids and your fancy toys nowadays.
Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. Engarde knew of the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim, isn't that right? If that were true, then this means Mr. Engarde would have known that the victim had forged the note.
So then, the defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way.
Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Engarde's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air.
But Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Engarde monitored Mr. Kurita 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Engarde didn't know of.
Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place?
Order, Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave.
As I figured.
Huh? As you figured?
As I figured. It came down to this after all.
Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense at all.
When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next?
What next?
If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Engarde's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle.
Well, I agree with you there.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time.
Oh, well, that's fine.
However, this witness is a little unusual.
Edgeworth stuttering. This is not like him at all.
Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth?
This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit murder?
That's impossible. Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this witness?
It's...
Yes? Go on, who is it?
the man himself. Mr. Shelley the Killer.
Oh, Mr. the Killer. Well, wait! Shelley the Killer? You mean the killer? I mean, the assassin.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's coming here, to the witness stand.
Well, yes, in the manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Yes?
is this all right with you?
Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
I wonder if it really is all right to do this.
Very well then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand.
Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us?
Now then, witness. Your name and, your, occupation, please. Very good, sir. My name is Shelley the Killer, and I am a professional assassin.
I say, what is going on here?
Your Honor?
How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio?
Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now. It came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. the Killer would testify to this court.
So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about.
Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. the Killer himself.
Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are in fact Shelly the Killer. I understand. Please wait a second. I'm so hungry.
Maya!
A voice! A voice in the courtroom, Mr. Wright! Can you confirm anything from this?
The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelly the Killer.
Looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so...
Now then, witness. There's one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be? At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct? It is, as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida. Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client. Very well.
This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it. A bad dream.
Shelly the Killer. What is he gonna say?
There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us.
While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. Killer is only stating the truth. He's no hypocrite. He's always stood by this one belief.
You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix.
There is something I must first state.
We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your clients?
I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means?
Sorry, go on.
Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright.
That's only because you don't know about Maya's situation.
To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself.
The trust between you and your client?
I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
And that is why you're testifying in this manner?
This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me.
But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust?
It has never happened before, but if it ever did,
Yes?
that person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly.
That's enough! Please, no more.
Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway. That is the reason I am here today on this witness stand.
That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be this would be very bad for them.
It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside the prescribed role.
Their role?
This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
To the gentleman who just spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die?
No, I didn't say anything.
The judge had better watch himself.
I wish I could grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
We understand, so please tell us the name of your client.
I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do.
Ah, that's egomaniacal.
It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you.
Somehow, that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all this extra fluff. Just tell us the name already. Patience. Try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and closed, so you're going to have to work to get him to talk. I'm not his therapist, you know.
What?
I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules.
A person who frames another is the worst kind of human.
And that's why you feel you can betray this person.
I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role.
Just my luck. An assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured?
Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic?
This case just keeps getting better and better.
If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed.
Everyone understands your point, I think, really.
In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek. You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready. Excellent. And that is the reason. Yeah, there we go.
What is it?
Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name.
If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness! What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida? That person's name is... Adrian Andrews. What? Witness! That's not who you told me it was earlier! Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. What? This can't be! On the phone earlier!
What's going on here?
My guess is that Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back.
Stabbed Edgeworth in the back.
I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. the Killer told him a different name. Matt Engarde. Perhaps.
I knew it.
This is outrageous! I was deceived! This witness is telling a very serious lie!
But you were the one who summoned this witness.
You, Chili the Killer! My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is not on guard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help secure his acquittal.
Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this. Yeah.
The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided the suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client! Mr. Tequila's client, who requested the murder, was not the defendant at all.
No.
With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt on guard is innocent.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion, and call me when you have reached a verdict.
Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
What now? With the way this is going, On Guard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya. Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer is lying. And On Guard, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this?
Who would believe that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant?
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Charlie the killer is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me! Listen, everyone, please! That testimony just now, it was all one big lie!
Miss Andrews.
Suicide note may have been a fake, but that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Wong's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie.
But Mr. Tequila himself has testified. He has named you as his client.
No, that's not true.
Also, there is quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and the button, donning the Nickel Samurai costume. But that's... You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impax was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead.
No, Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them the real story, who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me.
Yes, I know the truth.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense of any final words or opinions.
I have to decide. Take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do?
Oh,
And we'll
fuck.
make a decision
No.
on the next
Holy
episode.
shit, fuck.
Mhm.
Damn it. All right. Well, make sure to like, subscribe, comment below, hit that bell.
Yep.
And,
All that.
you know, stay sexy.
Please. Pretty please.
Stay sexy, guys.
Please.
Love you.
Goodbye.
All right. Damn. Damn, what a roller coaster.